Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the channel. And I've got the Apex Legends patch notes. And you know what? They are absolutely insane. Look at this thing. Where is it? Over there. That thing. Heat shields. What the hell? This is an item, a brand new item, a survival item that allows you to, well, not take damage when you're in the zone. That's pretty goddamn good. Also, the Mastiff gets nerfed, which is no surprise. And we've got a brand new event. So let's do this. Let's get stuck into this. Now, you guys probably know me. that I do like patch notes. I love seeing me a bit of patch notes. And these Apex patch notes are so goddamn good. Like, there's so much content here. It's just, it's incredible to go through. So we're going to do it. We're going to go for it because I've been playing loads of Apex. If you guys are in my Discord server, you've probably seen me with just playing Apex Legends next to my name. It's literally all I've been doing, in and out of sort of making videos for the main channel and stuff. I've just been playing Apex. I am enjoying it. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. Also, as well, you'll be able to drop solo in Apex now, and it's coming to Nintendo Switch. All right, then let's get stuck into this. So we kind of got like the gist of the sort of update here. So Apex Legends comes to Nintendo Switch. Yeah, we know that was coming for a while. I still find this incredible that the game is actually going onto Switch. I found this incredible with Overwatch. Like, how can they put those games onto Switch? Because Switch is kind of like an Xbox 360 in power levels. It's not that powerful. So this must be some sort of technical wizardry to even make this possible. So good stuff there, Respawn. Caustic Town Takeover, the Ring Fury Escalation Takeover, the new Heat Shield item and accompanying survival slot, and a no-fill queue option for Brave, or is it Cocky, Solo Legends. I'll explain this later, but basically this means you can decide to just go in your own group, and you can just solo drop against groups of like 3. Good luck with that. Chaos Theory collection event and its associated rewards track and all of that good stuff. And a chaotic blast of balance changes. All right, then, let's do it. So this here is actually, these are really cool. So this is the developer sort of, like it's a deep dive into the patch notes and the things that have changed from the devs. I'll link to this in the video description below if you guys want to check this out. I think they were just showing us the Caustic and Gibraltar changes. So like Gibraltar, for example, no longer has sped up healing in his dome, which yeah, that's a pretty heavy nerf, especially to final rings with Caustic in. Not Caustic, sorry, Gibraltar, but Gibraltar's been pretty strong actually recently, and so is Caustic. But anyway, let's move on. So Nintendo Switch launch. Yeah, this is coming out on March the 9th, and it's going to be cool. And also, like, yeah, check this out. You get a new skin. I mean, I've not actually played on my Switch for, oh my God, probably like a year now, because I use it for travel. So when I'm traveling all over for Overwatch events and all that kind of stuff, usually when I'm on planes and I'm on trains, I'm playing on the Switch. But I don't really tend to play on it when I'm at home. I generally play on this thing in front of me, the PC, or play on the PS5 or the Xbox. So I'm like, I don't know, I don't really use the Switch. So I might give this a go just to see what it's like, just to see how well it runs, because surely it can't be. I mean, I don't know. I'll give it a check. Anyway, you get a free skin. Beautiful. So this is Caustic Town Takeover, and I really love this with Apex, how they theme parts of the map after Legends. It's so good. So this is water treatment, or it was water treatment, but it's now Caustic's crazy toxic treatment plant. I believe it's just called Caustic Treatment, which is wonderful. Now, I like this. Look at this. Forever the scientist, Caustic has set out an experiment that requires test subjects to drain the toxic liquid from the center of the facility. Doing this temporarily grants access to 4 gold loot items locked in cages. Players must be quick, though, as greed can be deadly. That is going to give you a reason to go there and die, which I'm looking forward to. Oh, God. So I'll take that. Okay, let's take a look at this then. Oh, also as well, Mirage's Voyage is now gone from the map. This is probably like for loot balance reasons or something. Oh, well, actually, it's probably just to make you go to Caustic's new fancy place. But it does say it will turn up again in an arena when you least expect it. So it will be back. Okay, let's take a look at this Ring Fury Escalation Takeover and Heat Shields, because both of these go hand in hand. And it's actually kind of cool what they're doing. They're giving you this item, the new Heat Shields for the new Escalation Takeover. And it's kind of going to train you up to use the item because it is staying in the general loot pool when this event finishes, which is kind of spicy. So look at this. Ring Fury is a new Apex playlist takeover that follows regular BR rules, but each round, 1 or more ring flares will appear on the map within the current ring. Ring flares are slowly expanding pockets of the ring within the arena. Maggie sure does know how to start a party. Those who get caught in the ring flare will take damage equal to the damage dealt by the current round's ring. You will be given a short warning on the map and mini-map before the ring flare appears, and legends will call out if they are in direct danger. So that's cool. So there's going to be new voice lines there with legends shouting out about getting blasted by a ring flare. But this is the thing, and this is the item, and this is the whole reason why heat shields is a thing. You can kind of see them alluding to it there. Like, so how'd you deal with this? Well, yeah, don't stand in them, and also heat shields. So these are the details on the heat shields. During the Ring Fury Escalation Takeover, all players will start with a heat shield in their inventory on drop. Throw down your heat shield to avoid damage from ring flares or from the ring itself. And remember that you can always find more. The loot pool for this event has been tuned to spread heat shields throughout the map. So these things have only got a limited sort of charge and then they'll die off, but you can loot more of them, which is going to be interesting because imagine, well, everyone on your squad's going to have ring flares, going to have heat shields. You can just like, there's going to be loads of them everywhere. It's going to be interesting to see how long these last actually in the ring because we don't know like if they're super quick or super slow. It says that heat shields cast a protective dome, pouring the deadly effect of the ring over the barrier for a short time, enabling legends to loot, revive, and generally make some amazing plays outside of the ring. Plus, when you're inside the dome, the use of healing items is sped up by 50% and the speed of revives is increased by 25%. This bonus is only given by heat shields that have been activated by the ring. So you can't do this just generally when you're not in the ring. Yeah, you're not going to get that effect. You can only do this outside the ring, then you get the sped up healing. Kind of like the old Gibby shield, because I've actually removed that now. But, I mean, Gibraltar is quite powerful in the final ring, let's say. Especially if you watch any Pro Apex, he's in every single game because, well, they all survive till the end of the game, and then the dome shield is just super powerful. So, yeah, heat shields on standby in the safe zone are conserving energy and don't grant this bonus. Okay, all right. So, but watch out, the heat shield will slowly degrade in power as it's damaged by the ring. The damage of the ring is reflected in the duration of the heat shield, so don't expect it to last very long in the final rounds. Okay, so final rounds, it dies quicker. That's pretty cool, actually. It's not just a set time for every single ring. After the ring, this is the key thing. So after this ring escalation is over, heat shield will remain in the game as general ground loot. That's right, remain in the game. I mean, that's going to be spicy. What the hell? That is going to be so spicy. So this is the new slot. It's a survival slot. And you can notice it there. And there's the heat shield icon. Yeah, and they kind of just break it down like, oh, it doesn't take up any of your normal slots. It's a new slot, so don't worry about it. Survival slot aims to eliminate the choice between normal loot and situational utilities like mobile respawn. So that's actually kind of cool. Mobile respawn. I mean, this is... Generally, you'd throw this away, wouldn't you? And you'd just take an extra grenade. Like, you wouldn't carry this around. But now that you could stick that in that new slot, that's actually kind of cool. So, I think that's a pretty good change. Yeah, that's actually really good, actually. I didn't really consider that. That's actually really good. Because there are a lot of times where you do wish, oh, I wish I'd kept that mobile respawn. But even then, most of the time, you just take the grenade or the extra ammo, right? Or shield bats or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. So, yeah, I like that change. That's good. Escalation takeovers. All right, then. So, like the previous takeover, like the previous playlist takeovers, Ring Fury will replace regular duos and trios playlist for the 2-week duration of the collection event. Ranked will not be affected. However, unlike previous takeovers, Ring Fury is an escalation takeover, meaning that every few days during the event, we're going to turn some knobs to crank up the prevalence, timing, and size of ring flares. By the end of the event, you can expect 5 different stages of escalation. Exciting. Yeah, so cool. I love these modes in Apex. Like, they're so good. It's so good. Like, it's great. And the speed they bring them out to spice up the game is awesome as well. All right, then. So let's get stuck into solo dropping and actually just being, well, it's not really, well, it is. It is true solo dropping. You are straight up on your own. There's no squad. It's just you. So you can do this if you're feeling absolutely jazzy, I suppose. So the Too Long Didn't Read is basically no-fill matchmaking is a new way to play the game as a solo legend. Here's how it works. Okay. So basically what you can do is click the little sort of selection above and go, okay, fill teammates is on. Now this is on by standard, or you can turn it off. And if you turn this off and then you go into the queue, you will be on your own, but you will still be against potentially groups of 3. Now, probably most people will continue to play Apex in a group of 3 because that's kind of where Apex is the best, if you ask me. It's good in duos as well, but on your own, you're going to miss out on getting revived and all that. So it's like, I don't know whether I actually like that. I like the dynamics of the fights where you end up with 3v3 or 2v2. Going in on your own, it's probably going to make for some good YouTube videos and streams and stuff as people just win on their own. But yeah, beyond that, I don't know. You got to be a bit mad, I think, to go in for that. But at least it's in the game now. So they give you like a little a little rundown of what they think this will be good for. So focus on completing certain daily and weekly challenges. Fair enough. If you just want to grab a weapon, like, I don't know, I need to do damage with a Mastiff. I'm just going to find it and YOLO into people. Like, I don't care. Okay. Warm up, drop hot, and get into lots of fights. Yeah, but if you're on your own, you're still going to get wrecked. So whatever. Challenge yourself. Can you win a round of duos alone? How about trios? Yeah. I mean, this is going to be all over YouTube, I'd imagine. Experience the latest lore teaser on your own. Okay, fine. And explore the map and experiment with characters you haven't tried before. Take an opportunity to learn a bit more about the game at your own pace. So, yeah, there are pros to this. You know, you can, I don't know, you could go on a tour of the map if you wanted to. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know whether this is going to be one that I'm going to spend a lot of time in. I think I'll do it a few times just for the memes. But beyond that, probably not. They do have some limitations in place for no-fill matchmaking because we don't want it to greatly disrupt the experience of pacing of the game for other players. We will only allow 6 potential no-fill player squads in any match. Okay. And the feature isn't available in ranked. So you still will get... That's actually... I didn't read that before like an idiot. So that's good. So you're not going to get into a game where it's just everybody on their own. There's only going to be a limited of 6. All right, that's cool. So this is the event and the event award or rewards track. So, in any collection event without new unlockables, let's start with the freebies. As usual, the Chaos Theory collection event brings a reward track with all new earnable cosmetics, this time including legendary Kraber and EV8 weapon, or EVA, or EVA, I should probably, I don't know, I just call it auto shotty, weapon skin among the goodies. So, yeah, you get a bit of a preview as to what you're going to get there. Beautiful. And then a bit of a breakdown of what's going to be in the event. We get to see some nice skins, nice Mastiff there. After being nerfed, new Spitfire skin. They always seem to give Spitfire skins. We had a Spitfire skin in the last one. I do like that Gibby skin. Ooh, that Loba skin's quite nice. Yeah, these are quite nice. Like, this is one thing I've always said about Apex. Like, I remember when the game first came out back in 2019, the skins were crap. Like, they were really bad, but now they're so much better. They're way better. They look really cool. Yeah, I like these. They're pretty good. Now, this is the thing which piques my interest, because I think I'm a Bangalore main, right? I've played a lot of Fuse, but I really prefer Bangalore. I just think Bangalore's a better character overall, but she gets an heirloom. So this is definitely going to be something I'm going to go for. I think it looks okay, this. It looks kind of vicious, and you sort of expect that for Bangalore. But, yeah, I don't think it's blowing me away, but I just don't care. I just want an heirloom for Bangalore, so I'll take it. You know, it's like, whatever, I'll just give it me. It's fine. So, yeah, when the event ends, you'll be able to get this still via heirloom crafting, but obviously you can get it during the event if you get all of the, you know, you complete the rewards track, get all the skins and all that stuff. You guys know how that works. So, yeah, pretty good. Then we get a rundown of what is going to be in the event packs. That's pretty cool. And then we go into the legend update. So we'll go through this section because this is the patch notes. Well, I guess the balance changes in the patch notes. So Caustic's going to get some changes here. So Nox gas grenade cooldown increased from 2.5 minutes to 3.5 minutes. So pretty heavy nerf there. But remember, you can still use things like the ult charge pylons, the thing, you know what I'm trying to, the ultimate accelerant, there you go, to get your ult up quick. And they're generally easy to find if you're really chasing for it. Nox damage, the gas even damages at a flat rate of 5 HP per tick instead of ramping up from 6 HP, 12 HP. So that's a pretty hefty nerf as well. And the devs are basically saying on this, Caustic is brutally effective at slowing down engagements. The entirety of his kit revolves around gas with a large area of effect, slow vision obstruction, and direct health damage. It's proven to be too oppressive in too many scenarios, especially considering teammates can play in gas relatively unimpaired. And I think that's the big thing with Caustic is, like, it just doesn't affect your team. So your team, okay, they can't see through it, but if they've got digital threats, they can. But if they don't, they can't see through it, whereas Caustic can. But because your team's not getting hurt by it, it's still super powerful. They say significantly reducing gas damage without taking it away completely or having it affect armor instead seems like a fair compromise that stays true to the character while making him less oppressive on the receiving end. And we'll be monitoring the data and gameplay closely. If these changes hit Caustic's appeal or effectiveness too hard, we will revisit accordingly. So that's going to be interesting, right? Because Caustic, I mean, they've straight up nerfed his gas into the ground there, but it's still going to provide the sight blocking stuff, so it's probably still going to be good, but Caustic is disgustingly effective. Final circles, incredibly effective. Go and fight in bunker with Caustic as well, good luck. It's always been good there, but yeah, Caustic is still going to be decent, I think. But it is a pretty that is a pretty heavy nerf. So Pathfinder, remove low profile. So the devs comment on this are, low profile has been used as a balancing tool for both mobile and or small legends. Although Path is still mobile, his hitbox is large. While his overall win rate and encounter win rate is by no means low, it's hard to justify keeping low profile on a hitbox of his size. I mean, that's fair enough. And then we go into this, Gibraltar, removed 15% faster heal item usage while in dome and protection. Now, I think that's actually a massive nerf to Gibraltar. Now, the dome is obviously super good. Final circle, or if you're outside in the zone or whatever, it's really good. But I think that's a pretty heavy nerf, because I like, you guys are probably like me, you're used to that. When you see the dome, you got Gibraltar on your team, you will go in there and pop the heal, pop the, so now that's just not going to make any difference. But still, it's worth going in there because you're going to get the protection, right? So Horizon. So Horizon, if you go and watch the dev video, which I've watched through, but if you guys go and watch that, they do actually say about Horizon is way too powerful still. So what they're going to do is increase black hole cooldown from 2 minutes to 3 minutes. Horizon is still incredibly mobile, and I think that's the thing with Horizon. You can just access high ground really fast, got that verticality, and it just makes her incredibly powerful. And of course, you can YOLO at people and just have them fly all over the place. So yeah, Horizon's still a goddamn good character. Talking of going from good characters to characters that are sort of like out there and nobody really plays, Revenant and Rampart have got to be the worst. Although Rampart, she's terrible. Revenant, though, Silence now disables Mirage's cloaked revive and respawn, as well as Octane's swift mend. Fine. I mean, it's a silence. You just want it to cancel everything. So that's a buff to Revenant, but will it make much of a difference? I don't know. I do like his totem, though. That's about the only thing I do like about Revenant, because it lets me YOLO in and die. Wattson now has a passive shield regen. Oh, this is cool. Of 0.5 HP per second, half of Octane's current health regen. That's actually kind of nice, that is, for Wattson, and thematically good, because she likes electricity. Rampart, okay. Explosive damage, amped cover normally, instead of inflicting 200 damage. Okay. Explosive damage, Sheila normally, instead of inflicting 175 damage. And the devs say about this, so I'm going to be kind of sad here, walls should be beefy and powerful once built. Before Rampart shipped, we were worried that her nest would be too oppressive, so we gave enemy players the option to quickly clear them out with grenades. This wasn't necessary, as it turns out, so removing increased damage from grenades against amped cover and Sheila. So this could be good. I mean, it is still funny when you just throw a grenade in, you just see like 200, 200, 200, when it blows up all the cover, you're like, yeah, you won't be able to do that now. So, bit of a buff there to Rampart, but is it enough? I don't know. Probably not, but I don't mind it. Okay, weapons update. So, Gold AR and LMG default optics updated to the 2x bruiser. Fair enough. And this is the one. Mastiff pellet damage decreased from 13 to 11 and fire rate increased from 1 to 1.1. The dev comments here, I mean, this is no surprise, right? They say the goal of these changes are to place this weapon's identity between the fast-fire EVA 8 and the heavy-hitting Peacekeeper. The Mastiff has consistently been dominant in close-quarters combat, given its forgiving spread pattern and high damage spikes with each shot. This change reduces that high damage potential in order to limit the amount of two-pump player experience on the receiving end. Yeah, this is no surprise, is it? Because everybody, I mean, I've literally just been rolling with the R99 and the Mastiff and just going in. Like, you land the shots with the Mastiff, you're just going to kill people. You're full, like, if you've got like an epic or a legendary clip in the R99 and you just rail them, like literally beam them down. Obviously, you need a barrel stabilizer as well. Beam them down straight into the Mastiff. Bang, bang, bang. They're dead. It's disgusting. It's probably still going to be okay. But yeah, this is no surprise. They're nerfing the Mastiff. Wingman. So they're giving you an extra bullet in every magazine size. Wingman, like, you know, I remember back in the day, Wingman was an incredible weapon. But that is no longer the case. It's okay. But I think in terms of the heavy slot, if I've got heavy ammo and I'm rolling heavy weapons, Wingman is probably... Wingman and the 30-30 are probably the weapons that I'm not going to really pick up. Flatline is what I'm going for, and then Spitfire. I think it's going to be my go-to there for heavy. Hemlock as well. Like, this hipfire spread has been increased, and again, this wasn't really something that I really played with too much. Again, I never really liked I don't like burst fire weapons. I just prefer going fully auto or having single shot. I mean, I guess I could still go single shot with it by changing the fire mode, but I don't know. I've never been a fan of this, but it has been a pretty good weapon. But the dev comments here are, the burst damage from Hemlock's hipfire was feeling a little too consistent for an AR that should excel at medium range. This change mitigates Hemlock's close quarters damage spikes that felt bad on the receiving end. And then we get a bunch of quality of life changes. So some of this stuff's actually kind of interesting. So Kings Canyon loot, we've done a pass on the loot to bring up the quality across the map while also maintaining a certain amount of loot after Mirage's voyage has flown away. So that takes loot away, and they're going to bring a bit more loot back in. So wooden shacks across the map should have a few more pieces each and generally be a little higher in quality. That's fine. Spotted Lake has been reduced to medium quality from high. Now, I like this because Crash Site has redistributed the loot in the area slightly. The amount stays the same, but higher quality loot should still be in the ship. And they're actually reducing Spotted Lake. So this is going to force people to go from Spotted Lake to Crash Site more, I think. And of course, caustic treatments on the other side of the map. But that's, yeah, these are kind of, I don't mind these changes. Also, Crash Site. I used to love dropping Crash Site. Now it just sends me crazy. I like dropping in the middle of it. Don't drop either end. Drop in the middle. Run straight in. Get the good armor that's generally in there. And hope for a weapon. And then hope you don't get sandwiched. Caustic treatment has more loot than water treatment and remains high quality. Yeah, this goes without saying. It's the new special area. You'd expect it. Locked weapon optic swapping for guns with fully locked attachment slots. Like fully kitted gold weapons. Sorry, I'm going to cough. I do so much talking, I'm going to cough. Hang on, I'm going to mute myself. It's okay, I've survived. So, for guns with fully locked attachment slots, like fully kitted gold weapons and most crate weapons, you can now remove the optic, finally, and replace it with a different sight. This does not apply to the Kraber sniper rifle. Yeah. Assists have been added to the in-game HUD next to kills. This was already present in ranked and has now been added to unranked. Assists don't contribute to XP, and this has replaced the spectator eye icon. Fair enough. Assists and knocks have been added to your squad's banners and will show at the end of the match. Nice. Club names now appear on match summary and champion screen if all players are part of the same club. Nice. Items will no longer stick to crafting replicator when dropped on the replicator even. Fine. And badge progress, there's a bit of change here. So for badges that have longer amounts of progression, hovering over the badge will show you more information. For example, if you're trying to get 50 wins as lifeline, you'll now see that you have 45 instead of somewhere between 15 and 50. Yeah, that's fine. Just giving you more information. Yeah, you can sort of see it there. That's fine. You can now ping my death box while respawning on a dropship. That's fine. Gold backpack. So this, you get like a nice effect here. You can see it in the image here. Like as you're being rezzed by somebody with gold backpack, you sort of go phew. So you can see that your shields are regenerating, which is beautiful. Also, players on PC can now go back to the title screen from the lobby to allow switching of data centers without restarting the game. Thank God for that. That's actually a big thing. Thank God. Yeah, that's really good. Added number to the advanced look controls. This should help people experiment and easily revert back to their favorite settings. That's fine. But when scanning a beacon for Ring 6, you should now be able to see the location where Ring 6 finishes. I didn't actually know you couldn't see that, but then I don't play scout characters. Inspect weapon. Since the survival slot took its button on a controller, I've only got so many buttons. Inspect weapon has been moved to the emote wheel by default. Okay. And it can be bound to any key on PC. That's not too bad. I think it's like N on PC, I think, standard. Anyway. And then there's a bunch of bug fixes we've got there, which I won't go through. So there you go, guys. That's been a look at the patch notes. I'm really looking forward to this. Like I said, I've been, if you guys were watching the main channel, I did try to upload some Apex content on the channel. And like, I've really been enjoying playing Apex. And it's really weird to me to be playing a game and not making content on it. So I might just start putting that content on this channel, because why not? You know, like I may as well. It's just sat there and it doesn't do anything. And I am enjoying Apex. I'm just still a little bit hesitant putting it on what is, you know, basically my Overwatch channel, because I think people get a bit confused as to what's coming out. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Some big stuff there. I mean, the new heat shield is ridiculous. I can't wait to see how that plays out. And the Mastiff get nerfed. Oh, well, what a shock. All right, guys, thank you for watching the video. I've been Stylosa. You can follow me on everything, which is @Stylosa. And I will catch you lovely lot on the next one. Toodaloo.